What's up, everyone? I'm Josh Langley. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG deck builders. Anyway, so as you guys can see and notice, I started doing some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Don't be too afraid, guys. I'm just doing that for the fact that I do a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So I thought, hey, you know what? Just like I did with this channel, I might as well do some content on it and see where it goes. And I'm doing it because, you know, I enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh and I do play it pretty competitively with my friend Juan. So and I will give you guys the link in the description below for his channel. Yeah, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is not a bad game. I don't want you guys going into this channel thinking, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh is the world's worst. It's, you know, it's a different format, different type of game, but you know what? You can have fun doing both. So might as well, right? And since I'm playing that game competitively, I might as well do some content for you guys as well on that particular stuff as well. To say the least, my channel is mainly known for Pokemon, and I'm really enjoyed Pokemon, and I never will end Pokemon unless my channel goes away, which it probably won't. I'll probably always have my channel, don't matter what it is. So don't worry, guys. Pokemon is still here. We will always go strong with Pokemon because Pokemon comes first before Yu-Gi-Oh for me. Just because I've been in Pokemon a lot longer. I know the roundabouts. I know everything about Pokemon, and I'm just starting to get into Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, just remember, guys, Pokemon will always be the main focus of this channel, but we will always still do some Yu-Gi-Oh for you guys, because Yu-Gi-Oh is it's another thing that I like doing as well. So anyways, without any further ado, guys, you guys came here for obviously the deck building episode to see what type of deck I have. And as you guys can see here, I got this big, awesome new background looking thing. Jeff from Galactic Toys, if you guys get a chance to hit them up at galactictoys.com for all your statues and toys and needs and Pokemon card needs, whenever, however you need to. He gave this to me. He was like, anyone need this? I'm like, sure, I'll take it. I'll put it in my YouTube, and voila, here it is. We have it for my YouTube. I thought it was pretty cool, and I thought I'd take advantage of taking it. So thanks to the guys over at Galactic Toy Stores. Just remember, guys, all these cards in this video are actually purchased at galactictoys.com. So again, if you guys get a chance to hit them up over at their webpage at www.galactictoys.com, and then if you guys get a chance to hit them up in their Kentwood/Grand Rapids area at their storefront. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started like we normally do, and I'll explain how the deck runs afterwards. So I got Oranguru times 2, Cosmog times 2, Cosmo times 2, Solgaleo GX times 2, Hoopa EX, Scizor EX times 4, Mega Scizor times 3, Scizor Spirit Line Inc. times 3, Red Card times 2, Mega Turbo times 2, Pushing Hammer times 2, Rare Candy times 2, Trainer's Mail times 3, VS Seeker times 3, Ultra Ball times 4, Pokemon Fan Club, Pokemon Ranger, Brock's Grit, Delinquent times 2, Lysander times 2, Judge times 2, Professor Sycamore times 4, and then 10 energies. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this deck explanation. So obviously you guys know this is a Mega Scizor / Solgaleo GX deck, and the reason why is because of how it flows. This is actually a very consistent deck, guys, so if you guys get a chance to, you want to make this deck, I suggest you should, because it's a really good deck. I think it's underestimated, considering that the GXs are finally coming in, and it's a stage 3, but you're going to realize I don't run Floatstone in this deck for a reason. So to get things started, let's go ahead and start with this Oranguru. So we run 2 Oranguroos for consistency. obviously, we are running Oranguru here for draw support for the instructability. Once your turn, before your attack, you may draw till you have 3 cards in your hand. Very good card. This card's never stopped me from anything, so it's taken place of my shamans because I don't need shaman anymore in this format. I know that's kind of scary to think that, guys, but Oranguru is the ultimate go-getter now. 120 HP, 1 prize penalty for prize card knockout, and his psychic attack, which does 60 plus for 20 more times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. I can't stress this enough, guys. This is such a great card, and it just, you know, what can you say? What can you say? Shaman's a good card, but it's not a good attacker, nor is it a good prize loss. And I beg to differ, even for the card pull overall. I think Oranguru is going to get you more cards because you can do it. These can stack, and you could do it, you know, it's once per turn rather than just one time, you know, and then have to get it back in your hand, then draw again. You know, it just, Oranguru is a good card. So put Oranguru in this deck because it just doesn't run consistently without it. And you can say, well, why not Dactyli? Well, Dactyli is at stage 1. You don't want to run stage 1s any more than you have to in this deck because it's kind of already going to give you a lot of mulligans. And trust me, this deck will give you lots and lots of mulligans. So, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not necessarily a great thing either. So that is one of the downfalls, but don't worry, it's a good deck. It runs pretty consistently, so yeah, just remember that. And that's partly because of Oranguru. So we run 2 Cosmogs. Obviously, just going to put him on the bench. Never going to use the attack. He has 60 HP, and you know, you're just never going to bring him out. Cosmo, we done 2 of these, 90 HP. Again, we're just leaving him on the bench. But if he does get pulled out, let's say if you're starting with a Cosmog, you can just teleport, boom. You know, just to get him out of there if you have to for an emergency. Not a big deal. It's there. We got Solgaleo GX. So we got 2 of these babies. Stage 2, 250 HP. That is the one beefy sucker right there. Of course, he is obviously at mega level because of the HP, and he's got metal as his thing, so it only makes sense to put him in this deck. Now, another cool thing is his ability, which is what we're going to use him for, and his GX attack, and possibly this one is attack, but his ability as attack Pokemon is just crazy. Ultra Road. Once during your turn before you attack me, switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. This is why we don't run Floatstone. This is why we run Solgaleo. And it's a dangerous Pokemon if you can get him out. And he works. He just works. So, and then we got also for 2 Metal Energy and a colorless, we got Sunsteel Strike for 230 damage. Discard all energies from this Pokemon. This is why we run Box, just in case we have to. We'll go ahead and throw in energies from the discard so we can use this attack. Not bad for the 230. Crappy the fact that you have to discard all the energy, but that's a beefy attack, guys. That's a real dangerous attack. 1 KOs almost just about everything in the format right now, so that's a great card. Soul Burst GX. Again, Soul Burst GX for 1 Metal Energy. Soul Burst GX. Search your deck for up to 5 energy cards and attach it to your Pokemon any way you like, then shuffle your deck. You can only use 1 GX attack per game. So, here's the cool thing about this. And I'm going to go ahead and lay them out. Okay, so you play out Hoopa. Okay, you grab out your scissors. And then you let's say you get your Spirit Links on these scissors, right? And you start evolving those to Mega Scissors. Or, you know, you even got one of them that's not even a Mega Scissor or whatever's going on. You play this baby, you can literally power up 2, 4, 5. You'll probably already have one already attached to it. That is 6 energies there, guys. So 5 energies, 2, 4. It's 2 fully powered Mega Scissors. Plus, you could put one more on him to make that 3 powered Mega Scissors in your deck. That is why we're using the GX attack, and we can also, not to mention, swap them out when we have to just in case. So Lysander's not going to work for this deck unless you got Garbiter out. So this is why we run this in this deck. It's mainly for Soul Burst GX, so we can go ahead and get powered up Pokemon out ASAP, to get those Mega Scissors out ASAP, to do some massive damage. So basically what your deck, your bench is going to look like, guys, seriously, is probably going to look like this. 2 of these babies out. You're going to have a Solgaleo out, and possibly an Oranguru. It's probably what your bench is going to look like, but if you have to get a Hoopa, you're going to have a Hoopa in there as well. That's what your bench will look like, and then obviously you're going to have a main attacker up there as your active. Okay, so it's a very consistent set. I mean, you're really not going to have more than 2 scissors out there at a time anyways, or 3 scissors out there at a time anyways, so just remember that, guys. But that GX attack is just such a dangerous attack, and I recommend anyone to use it and put him in a metal deck for sure, because he's a metal Pokemon, so why not? Why not put Solgaleo in your deck for Mega Scissor? So we got Hoopa EX, obviously, for the Scoundrel Ring, to bring out those scissors, and that's basically the only reason we're going to use them. Again, we don't have to worry about Floatstone because we got Solgaleo. So we're running 4 Scizor EXs. Why? Because we need to. We're running 3 scissors, so we might as well, Mega Scissors, so we might as well run 4 scissors for consistency. And obviously his attacks are not too bad, considering Steel Wing does 20, and then his resistance by 20, and then Gale Thrust does for 50 plus. If it's swapped into that turn for the first turn, it does 60 more damage. Not bad for 170 HP. You can use him in his attacker if you need to. He's not bad. But mainly you're gonna bench him until you need to get out Mega Scissor for 2 metal energies. Iron Crusher, 120 damage. You may discard energy, special energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon or a stadium card in play. 220 HP, guys, and you're doing Disruption. Such a good card. And then you got Solgaleo out there, baby. Look at that. Look. Disruption deck. Crazy thought. Crazy thing. And you know what? He's a good attacker. Not the greatest attacker, but a good attacker. 120 is not bad. You're 2-shot in almost everything now. So, it's not bad. Scissor Spear Links obviously are out in there just to go ahead and prevent you from losing your turn. And for consistency, red card to be a dick. Literally. Disruption. The theme of this deck is disruption, and to get out that Mega Scissor ASAP, and Solgaleo to use GX. Pretty much that's it. Red card is the pain in the butt of deck, part of this deck. The red card, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to literally use where is it? Looking for Delinquent. Now, Delinquent obviously makes him discard 3 cards from the hand, and discards the stadium. So you make him shuffle a hand, draw 4 cards, use Delinquent on him for the supporter turn, and boom, they're honestly down to 1 card. This right here is a mean card. I can't tell you how many people hate me for using this deck. Hate me for using these cards. Because I used them also in my original Mega Scissor deck, which I'll have in the description below for you guys. Now, we got 2 Mega Turbos for energy acceleration, for obviously Mega Scissor. And again, another theme for this disruption, Crushing Hammer. Crushing Hammer is crazy. Flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy to attach to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Pretty simple. Discard the energy. Doesn't have to be active. Just remember, it's 1 energy. Chance, yes, but it's a good card. 2 rare candies, obviously, to go ahead and get Cosmog to Solgaleo immediately when you have him in your hand. Boom, right there, evolves him, skips over to stage 2, skips over to Cosmog, Cosmoem, so you don't even have to worry about it. Rare candy, it's needed in this deck. You don't necessarily need 2 of them, but I'd run 2 just for consistency. Trainer's Mail. Now, Trainer's Mail is here, obviously, for consistency purposes. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Reveal the 1 card that's Trainers except for Trainer's Mail, and then shuffle your cards back into your deck. It's basically to grab out your trainers cards. Now, we only run 3 VS Seekers in this deck because that's all I had left. That's all the VS Seekers I had left, so I'm only running 3, but if you guys get a chance to, run 4 and take out an Ultra Ball. Pretty simple as that. Or take out Pokemon Fan Club. I wouldn't take out Pokemon Fan Club personally because you got to grab out 2 cards for this deck, but VS Seeker it's as needed for 4, so to at least take one of those 2 guys out to run for the VS Seekers. Obviously, it's your supporters from discard. You need to put them back in your hand. You need to use supporters in this whole game. So VS Seeker is important. And obviously, like I said, we're running 4 Ultra Balls. If I would have had another VS Seeker, I would have taken out an Ultra Ball. Obviously, it's our main source of getting Pokemon out, so we're using Ultra Ball here to grab all those Pokemon out. Pokemon Fan Club. Now, you could either choose to take this one out or the Ultra Ball out. Like I said, I would keep Pokemon Fan Club just for that first turn chance. I mean, yeah, we're only running once. You'd be surprised how easy it is to get this on turn 1 or really early game at least. Because Pokemon Fan Club is a really good card. Search your deck up to 3 basic Pokemon, reveal them, put them in your hand, and shuffle your deck afterwards. So you're looking for a Oranguru and a Hoopa. You put them both on your bench. Boom, play Hoopa, grab out your other Pokemon. Simple as that. You're Ultra Balling for your Mega Scizors now. You're also Ultra Balling for your Cosmogs. So just remember that Pokemon Fan Club is probably a need in this deck. I know a lot of people won't think that it is, but in this deck and for the Mega Mewtwo deck that you guys saw with the Lunala GX, this is a needed card. So you don't need to run more than 1, but it is needed in this deck. Pokemon Ranger, again, is a need in this deck, obviously, because to shut off Regice from the EX attacks, your main attacker obviously being Mega Scizor. So you need to have Ranger here. Brock's Grit, obviously, like I said at the beginning, replenish your energy back from the discard into your deck. Or your Pokemon. I mean, let's say if your Cosmog's gone and both your other sets of cards for Solgaleo and Cosmoem are in your prize, well, to get your one set back out, you need Brock's Grit to get that Solgaleo back out. So this is why we were in Brock's Grit. Delinquent, again, disruption, disrupt. Take advantage of that, guys. This is a deck that can use it. So disruption, discard stadium card and play. If you do, your opponent discards 3 cards from his hand. Simple as that. And your Mega Scizor, you can discard the stadium if you want, but more than likely you're going to use Mega Scizor to discard that DCE or the special energy, then you're using Delinquent to discard the stadium. Boom. Double combo, right? Pretty cool. Lysander, obviously, easy win, or to go ahead and stall your opponent. Lysander's, it's a needed. You need to have 2 of them in here. Basically switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon. Now I'm running Judge in here, the 2 Judges in here, only because I ran out of Ns. So I'm running Judge in here. Judge is a great substitute for N. So if you guys are wondering, oh, what can I put in my deck to work like an N? Judge. Judge is a great substitute. I guess you could say Ace Trainer too. The only problem is with Ace Trainer is so you have to wait until you are losing to use Ace Trainer, and you have to lose big time usually. Like your opponent has to have more prize cards taken from you in order to use Ace Trainer. So Judge is anytime. Each player shuffles his or her hand into his or her deck and draws 4 cards. Pretty simple. Not bad because we got a Oranguru. So if you do use more cards, Oranguru's, boom. You know, you just use his ability, grab another couple more cards. So Judge works in this deck. I would personally have N in here instead, but I have no more N, so Judge works. You can also put in Lima. I wouldn't advise it, but Lima is going to probably be once, you know, Judge and N get rotated out. Lima is going to be the N, basically, because both players shuffles their hands. You got to roll to see if you get heads or tails. You get heads. Each player rolls. You get heads. You draw 7, I think. And if you draw 6. And if you draw tails, you get 3. So that's Lima. It's basically a new N. I don't think it's a great card, but for the time being, we don't have to worry about it because we got N and we got Judge. So, Professor Sycamore, obviously the most powerful card in the deck when it comes to trainers and supporters. Discard your hand, draw some cards. There's so many options you can do with Sycamore. Discard your energy so you can use Mega Turbo later. You know, just got a crappy hand, just discard it, grab a new hand. I know what they're saying, oh, you got a Oranguru that's going to screw it up. No, it doesn't screw it up. Because eventually, the only reason why you're using Oranguru is just in case you do run out of cards and you need to have more cards in there. That's the whole point of having Oranguru. It's not really necessarily to sift through your deck to get more cards. It's there, let's say, if you need to have those other cards and you have a small hand. Now, to sift through your deck is Sycamore. Sycamore, Judge, those kind of supporters are the cards there to sift through your deck as fast as you can, ASAP. And then if you do have to use Oranguru to get more cards to benefit you, that's okay. And obviously, again, the 10 energies, just so that you can power up your Scizors and your Solgaleo and Orangurus. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for now, and I will have much more content here in the near future for you guys for Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh content. And as always, thanks for supporting my content and my videos. And yeah, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will hit you guys up later. Peace out. Bye.